Hello friends, again warm welcome to Fisheries Only, Nourishing Fish, Nurturing Life, a educational YouTube channel. Today we are going to share one more video regarding the stratification of sea or zonation of sea depending upon horizontal stratification or vertical stratification depending upon the depth and other concept we can see in this. Now we move toward the stratification of marine sea or marine habitat or marine ocean. First we see the marine habitat is largest habitat on the earth's surface. It occupies mostly 71% of the earth's surface and 300 times more than space for the community or organism or group of organism to dwell. It is a marine habitat is a dwelling place of marine organism or community of marine organism, group of organism in which they can live, they can survive and they can produce. That is the marine habitat. Now this marine habitat is divided or stratified or zonation of the marine habitat we can see in the details. The zonation is mostly dependent on the horizontal zonation or vertical zonation. First we see the what is the marine habitat. We already seen in last video marine habitat and its importance. It supports the whole life of the mostly all community of the life in the oceans. That is the marine habitat. Marine habitat is the biggest habitat on the earth's surface. It occupies mostly 71% and produce nearly 80% of the world food production in the form of photosynthesis in this habitat. There is the light overall light penetration. This habitat has divided into many types. The strata or stratification of the marine habitat. Before going to stratification, we will see what is the marine habitat and its bottom sea floor, how it is a bottom sea floor, and their concept we have to first see. This one is the sea floor of the marine habitat or ocean sea floor. First, this one is the land here. From that land the sea floor will be start. This one is a terrestrial here and this one is a land occupied by the marine habitat. Marine habitat before going to stratification of which we see the bottom of the marine habitat or marine ocean. This one is the land area, this one is the land area, and this one is the bottom of the sea. And here is the water, whole water is present in this area. The sea floor is start from the land area towards the deepest zone. It is the first one is a continental shelf. Continental shelf is a slightly slopy area, and here depth is a less depth area, and the slope of this continental shelf area is also less. Above the continental shelf there is a steepy slope area will be start, that is called as continental slope area or continental slope. This one is a depth, suddenly depth will increase in this area, that is the continental slope. Then again above the continental slope there will the deep sea will be start, and this is the compensation level. Now this marine habitat is broadly divided into two aspects. Marine habitat is broadly divided into two aspects. First one is water, or that is the pelagic region, and second one is the benthic region. Benthic region is nothing but the sea floor of the ocean, or sea is a floor of the ocean. That is the benthic region, means the bottom of the ocean, that is called as the benthic region, while the water above the benthic region or above the sea floor, that is called as the pelagic region. Pelagic region consists of the entire water body of sea above the sea floor or ocean floor. It is this one is the entire water body. This one is the water. This water is a pelagic water. All water body present on the sea, it is called as a pelagic water. Means the entire water body present on the sea floor is called as a pelagic region. Pelagic region is whole water body present on the earth, on the sea floor. Pelagic region again subdivided into two parts, that is the Neritic zone. This one is up to this is a Neritic zone. Neritic zone. And second one is the Oceanic zone. This one is the Oceanic zone. Pelagic water is divided into Neritic zone and Oceanic zone. That is called as a two horizontal types of the sea pelagic region, that is the Neritic region. This one is a Neritic region and this one area is a Neritic region, and this one is a Oceanic region. Up to here, this one is a Oceanic region. Now first we will see the Neritic region. Marine habitat is broadly divided into pelagic region and benthic region. Pelagic region again divided into Neritic zone, that is the shallow water zone, and the Oceanic zone, that is the deepest water zone, or water above the zone is again divided into 5 types. First one is a epipelagic, second one is a mesopelagic, third one is a bathypelagic, and fourth one is a abyssopelagic zone, and fifth one is a hadal pelagic zone. Now we will see the benthic region. Benthic region is a sea bottom, which is start from the continental shelf to the deepest zone or trenches in the up to the deepest area. These are the trenches also present in the deepest area in the sea floor. Benthic region is divided into two regions again. First one is a littoral zone and deep sea zone. Littoral zone is again divided into eulittoral zone and sublittoral zone, while eulittoral again subdivided into intertidal rocky shore, intertidal sandy shore, intertidal muddy shore. Then deep sea zone is again subdivided into bathyal zone, abyssal zone and hadal zone. These are the stratification based on the horizontal as well as the vertical stratification we will see in details. Now we will move toward the stratification of marine habitat, that is pelagic region. Pelagic region is nothing but the entire water body present on the sea floor, that is called as a pelagic region. Pelagic region is subdivided into Neritic zone and Oceanic zone. Neritic zone is a shallow water region up to the shore side, that is called as a Neritic zone. It is a shallow water area of the shore, that is called a Neritic zone. It lies in the continental shelf. Above the continental shelf is with gradual slope from the shore toward the sea. It lies on the continental shelf from the and gradually slopes toward the deep sea or sea from the coastal area. It extends from the 16 to 40 kilometers. This one is a Neritic zone, that is the water present on the continental shelf. This one is a continental shelf, and water present here, that is the Neritic water. We will see with black pen, we will see this one is the Neritic zone. This zone is extend up to 16 to 40 meters. The area of this zone is 16 to 40 meter, and depth up to the 200 meter. That is depth is 200 meter depth. This zone is called as a Neritic zone. And Oceanic zone, it refers the water. Oceanic zone refers the water beyond the continental shelf The entire water body remaining beyond the 200-meter depth, that is called as the oceanic zone. It lies on the continental slope as well as the deepest area of the sea floor. The terrestrial environmental factors do not influence here as much. This one is that the water above the continental slope and deepest floor of the ocean, that is called as the pelagic zone. This one is the pelagic zone. The water above the 200-meter depth and on the continental slope and deep sea floor is called as a pelagic oceanic zone. This one is the oceanic zone. First one is the neritic zone first. This one is the oceanic zone. Here the land contact, terrestrial contact is less, thereby there is no influence of the terrestrial land animal or land or any environmental parameter on this zone. But in neritic zone, these parameters or land parameter, terrestrial parameters such as the surface rainfall, river rainfall, river discharge, then any sailing discharge or pollution and other human being or human hazardous aspect or industrial influence will affect in this area. This area is mostly influenced by the terrestrial activities by the human beings, that is the neritic zone, and this one is the oceanic zone. It will not affect the terrestrial. It will not affect by the terrestrial. These are the horizontal zonation of the pelagic zone. We will see these are the horizontal zonation of the pelagic zone. Now we see the vertical zonation. Horizontally, the ocean is divided into neritic and oceanic zone. Horizontally, this one horizontally, so stratification is of pelagic region is a neritic zone and oceanic zone. Now we will see the vertical stratification. This is horizontal and this is one is a vertical stratification mostly depend verticals. Now we will see the vertical stratification is mostly depend on the light penetration and other temperature gradient also, and depth of the ocean. The vertical stratification of the oceanic zone will be depends on. First one is a epipelagic zone, second one is a mesopelagic zone, third one a bathypelagic, abyssopelagic and hadal zone. Up to the 200 meter it is a epipelagic zone. Epipelagic zone. Then the mesopelagic is a pelagic zone is from the 200 meter to 1000 meter, that is called as a mesopelagic zone. This one is a mesopelagic zone. Below mesopelagic zone there is a bathypelagic zone. Bathypelagic zone. Bathypelagic zone is a 1000 meter to 4000 meter depth, that is called as a bathypelagic zone. Then one is a abyssal pelagic zone. Abyssopelagic zone. This one is the water depth having 4000 meter to 6000 meter, that is called as a abyssopelagic. and water below the 6000 meter, that is Hadal zone. Here water depth is up to the 11,000 meter, or it may be mostly in a trenches. This one is a trench, and this one is a Hadal zone. These are the classification or stratification of the ocean pelagic zone. Ocean zone. First one is a epipelagic. Second one is a mesopelagic. Third one is a bathypelagic. Fourth one is a abyssopelagic, and fifth one is a Hadal zone. Thus we see in the pelagic zone is divided into, pelagic region is divided into two regions, broadly divided into two regions, Neritic region and oceanic region horizontally, and oceanic region is vertically divided by the penetration of and depth of the ocean. It is divided into five regions. That one is a epipelagic zone, mesopelagic zone. Epipelagic up to 200 meter depth, mesopelagic up to the 200 to 1000 meter, then bathypelagic 1000 to 400 meter depth, and abyssopelagic is a 4000 to 600 meter, and Hadal zone is below 600 meter depth, that is called as a Hadal zone. These are the stratification of the vertical stratification of the oceanic zone or oceanic zone. Again, it will be depending on light penetrating, it will be divided into the photic zone, this photic zone and aphotic zone. Now we will see the divisions of the benthic region. Benthic region is nothing but the region of the sea floor or ocean floor, and it is divided into two, broadly divided into two regions, that is the littoral zone and deep sea zone. Littoral zone is a shallow water area close to the sea water, seashore, that is called as a littoral zone. It is a lighted portion of the ocean floor. Here light penetration will be take place. It extends up to the 200 meters depth, that is the littoral zone is extend up to the 200 meter depth. The entire continental slope from the littoral zone, the entire continental slope, continental shelf, the entire continental shelf, that is this one, will form the littoral zone. The continental shelf is a platform like area which gradually slopes into the sea to form a shore. Littoral zone is further subdivided into two regions, that is eulittoral zone and sublittoral zone. This littoral zone is divided into eulittoral zone and sublittoral zone. First one we will see the eulittoral zone. Is a adjoining shore, is joining to the shore. It is a area between low tide and high tide. That zone is called as a littoral zone. The area is characterized by the coming of the tides, and this area is more suitable for the organism. It contains thick growth of marine vegetation and the abundance of the animal. It provides three important habitats for the organism to live. It provides that is the zone between the intertidal area, that is in high tide and low tide, between the area between the highest tide and lowest low tide, that is called as a eulittoral zone. It is adjacent to the shore, and it provides here the many vegetation or plantation are present, and it provides the more suitable place for the organism or community. Again, it also provides three types of habitat for the organism. First one is a intertidal rocky shore. If the shore is with rocky, that shore is called as the intertidal rocky shore, while if the shore is a sandy shore and provides a sandy environment for the organism, that shore is called as the intertidal sandy shore. And third version is sometimes mud is also present, and that shore is called the intertidal muddy shores. And littoral zone, second part, types of second is a sublittoral zone. It extends to a depth of 200 meters. Like this video, please subscribe the channel, promote the channel, and also press the bell icon. Thank you once again.